Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, smiters and smiterettes. Today we are playing Sakura Spirits. Now, you can see a very, well, 8 very heavy sort of themes to this game, if you will, but apparently this game does have a story to it. It's a visual novel released by Sekai Project about 5 or 6 days ago. Would have gotten it beforehand, but I was in another country. So, let's just not piss around with this. Let's get cracking. Every person has a dream they wish to pursue. No, wrong, I don't. Unless it's having thousands and thousands of just money. Thousands of money? That in no sort of country or world is that a lot of money. Take that back. Millions. Yet, as people grow up, they often are forced to realize that obtaining that dream is just that. A childish illusion that is simply impossible to reach out for. Oh, well, I mean, if you say a childish dream, then that's completely different. I wanted to be a pilot when I was little. And then I grew up and was shit scared of flying. At least that's what most people say. I've never even heard of the phrase before. Okay, come on, next screen. Space isn't working, apparently. We'll just have to use clicking. Then what about those who do accomplish their dreams? Are they merely incredibly lucky? I don't know about that. Lucky is always a very harsh way. It's just like, yes, he put in tens and thousands of hours into his man project, but he was lucky. Right then, let's judge the art, shall we? It's quite nice. It's not Cinder's nice, but you'd have to really stretch to do that. I mean, shit was moving on the screen. That's unheard of. There are sunbeams coming through. It's actually rather nice looking. I mean, there isn't a lot to it. We'll have to go to the next screen. Though there are little touches, like, you know, the shadow from the lamp on the screen. See, I've played enough visual novels now to know what's good and what isn't. This is okay. Also, but yeah, it is made in Rempe, you can tell. Middle mouse button destroys everything. Dad, every man has a dream they want to accomplish. No, they don't. However, there is something really important you should know, my boy. That men also have that a real man doesn't give up on that dream, no matter what overwhelming challenges they might face. I want to be Ron Jeremy. Is this a thing we can do now, or do I not give up on it? And no, it's not the same as being inside Ron Jeremy. That's something altogether different. I want to be Ron Jeremy. I still remember those foolish words my dad used to say, yet despite their silly nature, I found myself inspired by them. Ever since I was a child, I was interested in martial arts. Okay. It didn't matter whether it was following a match on television or reading fuck's sake. Manga. We're going Japanese, are we? I don't want to have to say everything's Dave now. I don't like Japanese words being used in English visual novels. We'll let manga go this one time. Any more Japanese words, we're gonna have to start saying Dave. About some heroic martial artist. Looks rather quizzically at the text. Are you sure that's a word? It's always been a dream for me. Oh no. Oh no, don't tell me we've got some proper English going on here. Alright, put it behind us, you never know, it might just be 2 unfortunate ones in a row. It's always been a dream for me to become a martial artist someday. Of course, it was a bit childish to admit I wanted to learn martial arts to be able to be a hero. Oh, goody gumdrops. While at my age I already came to understand superheroes were part of our imagination, I still held the desire to use my powers for others' sake. Oh no! Oh, they haven't proofread it! Oh no! Oh god, they haven't proofread it! Oh, don't tell me we're gonna have another Fading Hearts! Oh, just an abysmal story and loads of spelling mistakes. Oh well, the story might be brilliant. And to make up for that, even if it isn't, then there's boobies, so this and that, I guess. Oh my god. My name is Gushiken Takahiro. 17 years old. 17 years old. Rising judo star. And no, that's not me doing some smug talking. Doing some smug talking. I'm actually about to take part in a competition 2 weeks... the number 2. 2 weeks from now that could make or break my career at an international level. If you're 17, there's still time. Of course, I was excited about the opportunity to finally accomplish my dreams and represent my country at a sport that I loved, but the same excitement also made me feel incredibly nervous. While those worrisome thoughts haunted my mind, a familiar voice resounded from the window. Oi! Okay, no, that's it. We're not saying kun at the end of names. We've established this rule for many years throughout the channel. Taka from now on is going to be known as Dave. So is anyone with a Japanese prefix, suffix. If we see any more of those, it's Dave. If someone calls us Taka at some point, we'll say Taka. For now, it's Dave. Get your butt in gear. Hi, I'll be right there, Kiyomi. See, Kiyomi, I can say that. Sure, you want your Japanese names? I'll give you Japanese names. I'm not saying kun or chan at the end of it. Not wanting to keep Kiyomi waiting, I quickly dashed towards the front door to let her in, not even realizing that I was still in my pajamas. Ha! What a fool! What are your pajamas, though? I mean, I genuinely sleep in either boxes or just completely naked. If that's the case with this guy, we're in trouble. If not, then it should be alright. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a shirt and trousers on and opening the door to someone. And Christ, where I live in Spain, they kind of do that shit all the time. Just a moment, Koyami. Got to grab my shoes, then we can go to school. School? Oh, okay. I remember now. We're going to school, and I have pajamas on still? Right. Really? I didn't know our school had a strict uniform or sleepwear policy, dummy. Nice jammies, by the way. Did you borrow them from your mum? How can she see me? Could they not be bothered to draw what, like, the outside of my house looks like? So, this is black. This happens way too often. For a moment, my eyes drifted downwards, noticing that I was indeed wearing my pajamas. Hang on. Let's just confirm something here. Not even realizing that I was still in my pajamas. So that's a thought he had, and then only after he realized... Whatever. For a moment, my eyes drifted down. Yes. I let out a groan of annoyance and marched back towards my room. But there's nothing wrong with my... I'm not calling them jammies. That's what you do when you're 4 or with bananas in pajamas. You call them Jim Jams and jammies. The Golden Knight is a famous comic book hero in the West. Besides, not everyone prefers to sleep naked like you. Am I saying this out loud? Mumbling... Yeah, okay, I'm not. Mumbling those words, I started stripping out of my clothes, seemingly not minding the presence of a girl behind me at all. That happened one time. You know it was super hot that evening. And geez, warn me before you strip in front of me, you idiot. You're still looking. Like, you're still looking directly at me after I'm starting to take my clothes off. This isn't how it works. You didn't mind it when we were little. Perhaps you want me to turn around instead. No, stop. Don't make me kick your ass. Ass. That was a horrible word. Ass. It's much more pronounced. Ass. Deciding I had teased her enough, I quickly pulled on my pants. Did I strip down to my boxes? I'm going to assume America. So that means trousers. And resumed working on the remaining few items of clothing before I was suitably dressed for school. We haven't had any more spelling mistakes since those 2 at the beginning. So, let's hope that we can just put that behind us. It never happened. Besides, I had a reason for being so distracted. You've been distracted a lot lately. What's going on in that hollow skull of yours? It's a rather sophisticated insult. Most people would just say nut. It's that upcoming match. I got no idea how... What am I, from Harlem? How anyone can remain calm when an international career is at stake. I wouldn't be surprised if I started making up enough doomsday scenarios to fill up the apocalypse genre. Oh right, the judo thing. I'm going to assume this is supposedly one of my closest friends, and she's just like, what is it again? Oh yeah, that thing you've been aspiring to for the last 17 years. That's what it was. I've seen some of your matches and you kick butt. They like the word butt and ass in this, don't they? And of course, if you're really worried, you could always pray. Looks rather cynically at the screen. Pray? What, don't tell me you don't know. It's one of the school's legends. There's some shrine up in the forest that if you pray to it, it will give you good luck. Religion, then, clearly, not even a thing in this game. There's a shrine. Fucking pray to it, apparently it'll give you good luck. Dave said that his sister prayed to it the night before her exam and said it, and she got 100%. I'm skeptical. A shrine that is said to give you good luck sounds bogus to me, but at this point I'll try anything out, I guess. Maybe I'll talk to our classmates to get the location of the shrine. Why don't you just tell me yourself? Why can't I ask you? You're right in front of me and you clearly know a shrine exists. I'm not exactly in the mood to get lost in the forest and turn into a Japanese Tarzan. Well, whatever. If you do go looking, at least send me a message to let me know. Are you going to hurry up or are we going to be late again? We've only been here 2 minutes. Calm down. A hero is never too early, nor are they too late. They arrive precisely when needed. I want to punch me in the face after saying that. But for the sake of missing detention, let's hurry up. That's a wizard, not a hero. Genius. How can one person be such a sports nerd and such a geek at the same time? Well, many people are. I don't know about that. Let's not forget the Casanova and the Man of the Year candidate bits. They are the important details. I don't know what that means. Don't you qualify as either of them, Pajama Boy? Anyway, I've changed now. If I haven't changed, I'm in my boxes and you've still been looking this whole time. Anyway, let us go boldly where everyone has gone before. To school! I see what they did there. Ugh, nerd. Hours later. I get some people like to be middle class. I get some people like to live in quite a nice residential area. Good. That's what I like to say. That's what I like to see. We haven't just taken that long to walk to school. This music is very familiar and I don't know where it's from. It's a remix of some other music. It's that bit there. Oh, well, we'll find out at some point. It had been during the afternoon when I had finally had the chance to talk to my classmates in an attempt to get an idea where that shrine Kayomi had mentioned before had been located. Oh no, there's going to be more of these, aren't there? There's going to be more spelling mistakes. Oh, good. Gym was the last thing on the menu for today, so once we started getting ready to go home, I approached the guys. Yeah, guys. Hey, Ichikawa, is it true that your sister discovered some shrine that is said to grant you some good luck? What do you mean discovered? You mean only she knows about it and she found it and she deciphered all of this by herself? Oh, ho, ho, let me guess, you want to also date her. Well, even though I do have to admit she's very attractive, I'm afraid she's already going out with someone. Have you seen what you look like? People like you don't say that kind of thing. People like you are rather reserved. Not to mention, you're not her type. I already got my hands full dealing with Kayomi. You can keep your sister where she is. Jokes aside, I'm more interested in the shrine. Did she mention where she found it? I didn't know there was anything near the forest aside the dojo. Oh, well, she said something about it being near the river and quite high up. I'll be honest, I didn't pay too much attention to what she was going on about. Yet you told everyone else. You weren't that bothered, but you just told everyone. I mean, she was wearing this top and it was tight and... That is disgusting. Come on, don't turn that Japanese on me. Stop. We don't need to hear the details. I doubt anyone wants to hear about your daydream about your sister, my friend. Anyone else who heard about this shrine before? Are you two talking about the Luck Shrine in the forest? Yes, the one and only. There's supposed to be one near a river, according to Ichikawa's sister. I don't know about that, but there's this fiery girl at the Sakura dojo. Who knows more? Fiery girl? I hope you mean not like infernal, on fire, my arms are on fire kind of girl, and temper kind of girl. Wait, are you talking about Dave? Small, strong, and scary? That's the one. Oh, then I can be a bit more help, Dave. I know where that place is. I don't think Dave will like it if you end up visiting her with your usual tricks in mind. Do I need to remind you what happened last time you tried to peek at her after she finished her training? Why is he a pervert? He just look like a nerd. Like, that's... He hasn't even got a beard for being a pervert. I mean, he's got the glasses down, sure, but there's no beard. There was blood, sweat, and tears. Shut up, I don't go peeking in there. That's slander, that is. I could see you. I do not look into the changing rooms after practice when Dave is showering. Have any more, like, I don't know, guilty words been spoken? Convicting? Evil? Oh, then you haven't seen her naked yet? I've seen a bit of a side boob, but the knot hole I found doesn't really get me a good view of... There we go, someone call the cop, peeping Ichikawa has confessed. I playfully patted Ichikawa's shoulder when I turned around, grabbing my bag in the process when I would prepare to leave. Anyway, thanks for the tip, Ichikawa. I'll let the judge know you were most helpful during the interrogation. I know sometimes there's a full stop at the end of a sentence. Sometimes it's like, nah, can't be bothered. See this one? Exclamation mark there. This is unfair. I was coerced. I won't say another thing until I speak to the lawyers. Yes, this is definitely a totally reasonable situation. Also, worst clock in the world. No hands. No hands. Just the fucking same time. There's not even that. They got the little dot in the middle, and then it's just nothing. I was like, that is some weird, like, it's almost angelic how bright that is. If you came there with a white robe, long brown hair, and a beard, people might think you were the Messiah. Come on, where's the next place we have to go to? After school was over, I decided to bet my chances on the little bit of intel I had obtained from my classmates. If memory served me right, then Dave was about to be practicing at the dojo today. See, full stop there. What's that about? Whatever. Of course, I knew her. In the end, she was a judo student like me, but for some reason, I heard that she declined the invitation to compete in serious tournaments ever since a certain event happened. You're not going to leave it like that, are you? You're not just going to say a certain event and then run away. You can't do that. Dave, are you around? While I shouted her name, I parked my bike at the nearby stall and looked around for her. Hua, ya, ya. Ha, follow the shouts and you find the Dave. Hey, if she's making those noises, she might not be doing martial arts. We might want to be careful and move very slowly here.